Why do some people have talent but never become leaders? Why do some people have vision but nobody follows them? Why do some people keep praying for influence while their life stays inconsistent? Because leadership is not built on charisma, it is built on responsibility. And this is the leadership principle most people ignore. You cannot lead others if you cannot lead yourself. Most people want authority before discipline, visibility before growth, influence before character. But leadership always exposes what is happening internally. If your mind is disorganized, your life will become disorganized. If your habits are weak, your influence will eventually become weak. Because leadership is not first about controlling people. Leadership is about governing yourself. Most people misunderstand leadership. They think leadership starts with position, but position only reveals who you already are. A title cannot create discipline. Money cannot create wisdom. Followers cannot create character. Leadership is a system, and every system produces results based on structure. The structure of leadership starts internally. Identity shapes thinking. Thinking shapes decisions. Decisions become habits, and habits create leadership impact. If your identity is weak, your thinking becomes unstable. Unstable thinking creates poor decisions. Poor decisions create destructive habits, and destructive habits eventually damage your influence. This is why many people rise quickly but collapse suddenly, because external success grew faster than internal development. Strong leadership is built slowly. The greatest leaders are usually the people who mastered consistency privately. In the kingdom of God, leadership always begins with stewardship. Before God increases influence, He watches how you manage what you have, how you manage your time, your emotions, your discipline, your words, your integrity, because leadership without self-control becomes dangerous. Many people want to lead nations, but cannot control anger. They want influence but cannot manage consistency. They want success but avoid responsibility. But the kingdom principle is simple. Private discipline creates public authority. Whoever is faithful with little will also be faithful with much. Luke 16:10. Let's simplify leadership. Leadership begins with belief. If you believe you lack discipline, your decisions become passive. Passive decisions create weak actions. Weak actions become destructive habits, and destructive habits eventually affect everyone connected to you. But when your thinking changes, your leadership changes. Because leadership is multiplication. Whatever exists inside you eventually spreads to others. Fear spreads, peace spreads, discipline spreads, chaos spreads. This is why leaders must first master themselves. You cannot give people stability if you personally live in confusion. So how do you become a strong leader? Step 1. Change what you believe. Stop seeing leadership as status. Leadership is responsibility. It is service, discipline, stewardship. Step 2. Renew your thinking daily. What controls your mind eventually controls your life. Feed your mind truth consistently. Step 3. Apply kingdom principles consistently. Knowledge without application creates deception. Truth must become lifestyle. Step 4. Build disciplined habits. Leadership is built daily. Small, repeated actions create strong character. Step 5. Stay consistent when nobody sees you. This is where true leadership is formed. Private consistency eventually creates public influence. When you learn self-leadership, everything changes. Your thinking becomes clearer. Your emotions become stronger. Your decisions become wiser. Your life becomes stable. And stability creates influence. People trust disciplined people. People follow consistent people. People respect leaders who live what they teach. This is why real leadership is not loud. It is structured, calm, focused, faithful. The strongest leaders are usually the people who mastered themselves privately, long before the world noticed them. If this message helped you understand leadership differently, subscribe to Masasa Ministry. Learn the kingdom systems that build strong leaders from the inside out.